I never thought that I would be covering a Roblox game. Like, if you had asked me 2 years ago, I probably wouldn't have been that open to the idea. I always thought of it as like something that was really childish, but here we are. So for those of you that don't know or maybe don't recall, I have a series called Indie Developer Spotlight where I cover the tiniest of developers that send me their games. Now, the way that the series works is that I post a video talking about the game. The game doesn't necessarily need to be finished, but there has to be enough of a concept for me to talk about, and the audience decides whether or not I should talk more about it. Now, out of the 3 games that were submitted to me, Breach seemed to be the one with the best reception, so it's only fair that they get first dibs on my channel. The others, we'll get to them eventually. So the game itself is out for anyone that wants to play. I will have the link down in the description for anyone who wants to try it out. I was unable to actually play the game myself because I am currently in the process of fixing my PC. So I decided to do an interview with the head developer so we could learn more about his game. So welcome everybody to DueRag Interviews. So can I ask who you are and what your experience is in development?
My name is Iram. I'm the head developer and head coordinator for Breach.
And what's your experience?
Mostly Roblox, not much like official game development before Breach, but I've tinkered with the process before.
So you've never actually shipped a title then?
No, not yet. No. Not until Breach, no.
From everything that I've seen so far, it actually looks really good. Kudos for this being your first project. So, Breach, what exactly is it, and why did you decide to make it?
Breach is a tactical FPS police game made on the ROBLOX Engine, as you could probably tell, and it takes heavy influence from SWAT 4 and Ready or Not. And I saw the first like pictures and videos of Ready or Not, and I thought that was really cool. And I thought to myself, like, wow, Roblox really doesn't have anything to this caliber, you know? Just decided to give it a go.
Why the ROBLOX Engine? Like, it just seems like a very interesting choice to me.
I really have more experience with the Roblox than I do most other engines. Like, I've messed around with Unreal Engine 3 primarily and some 4, but also Unity, and I just didn't really think it was my thing.
So, what was it like working with the ROBLOX Engine?
It's a hard question because, like, some of it can be fun and some of it can be a living nightmare. They don't really give you many tools to detect when something breaks. You kind of just have to wing it.
Why a tactical game? Why couldn't it have been just like a regular Roblox game that a lot of people play over there?
Because I find that genre of games and just overall cringy, like arcadey style shooters, or like, I find those oversaturated and I find them done to death, really. And I don't think making another game like that would really get you anywhere and really show people what's possible on the engine.
So how long have you been working on this project?
That's a good question. Probably around 8 months, maybe. It's never really gotten anywhere until just recently. Like, it's never really been a game until just recently. It's been more of an idea that we've just started picking up steam.
Yeah, because I've noticed that there's been a lot of people in the comment section that have actually looked at this and thought, oh, this is actually kind of cool. But it looks like it actually comes from another game.
Yeah.
I think they said...
The engine is used from a game called Standard Issue. It's like a baseline mil-sim style game. And the creator kindly gifted us the engine to use it for Breach. Think of it as like the source engine being used on Insurgency per se.
That's interesting because I'd always get like a bunch of people in my comment section saying that you guys are stealing the engine, but I'm glad you guys just cleared that up.
Yeah, I mean, I've gone through the comments and commented on them, like saying, or I've replied to them telling them like what's going on. And I don't think people really understand. Like, people are too close to, or too quick to pull the trigger on saying stolen game. So thought I'd clear it up. And it is mentioned in the trailer as well that it is using another engine.
So what type of gear and mechanics are we looking at here? You know, weapons and attachments.
Well, I can't really say much for like later on gameplay because it's all up to the scenario and the map that you're going to be playing on. So say you're going to be going against, or you're going to be playing as like a British style. You'd go for like more British style weapons like MP5 kind of thing. But right now in the pre-alpha, we're just rocking a classic M4 laser, different style foregrips, different style handguards and all that, and different stocks. So that kind of thing, you know, P226 for secondary, that kind of thing.
You mentioned scenarios and levels. Like, is there gonna be like a variety or?
Yeah, actually, like it's gonna be pretty baseline for the first couple, like normal police stuff, FBI maybe, and then might branch out to different countries, sort of thing. You know, give it some variety, make it fresh every time.
You guys are gonna have a lot of customization then?
Yeah, most likely. Like right now, we have for the pre-alpha, we have a FBI uniform with a helmet that is equipped with night vision goggles, and you can pick between like a balaclava or a beard if you really wanted it. Also, we'll probably have like less than lethal options, or like beanbag shotguns or tasers, flashbangs, that kind of thing. Really what fits your playstyle.
Nice. I mean, yeah, to be honest, I've never picked up a Roblox game, so this would honestly be a first for me if I actually decide to.
It's an experience, like picking up a new game and trying it out. Like even if you've never tried something on that engine before, it's pretty cool.
Yeah, from what I understand, you said that the engine was pretty versatile. Like, can you explain that more?
It can be. It runs on Lua, if you know what that is.
No, I don't.
It's like, think of C++, but like different. So it can be versatile. It can look nice, but you really have to put in that polishing work to make it look nice, because if you start and you look at the starting character and then you look at what we have right now, it is like stupidly different.
How so?
Like, I don't think Roblox is really meant for something like this. What we've like constructed into something that it's not supposed to be. Like, if you just want to put up a picture right now of like what the character is supposed to look like, and then I can probably send you a picture of what it looks like right now. It's pretty interesting. At least I find it kind of interesting.
Now, is this a project that's free, or do you have to pay for it?
No, it's totally free. Like, I don't really believe in games like that. Like, the currency on Roblox is called Robux, and it's quite cheap, but I don't believe in making games paid for. I feel like respect is over money any day. Keep in mind, it is in a pre-alpha state right now, so bugs are expected.
Well, I mean, for a game that's only been 8 months in development, I'd imagine there's going to be bugs.
Yeah.
Now, when you say that the game is going to be close to like SWAT 4 and Ready or Not, are you talking like what type of bullets that you could take in and what type of armor types? You know, if you take too much armor, it's going to be too heavy. Like that type of, or what?
Think of it this way. Think of SWAT 4 and Arma, but then dumb it down a bit and make it like kind of like Squad, where it's still got that versatility and you can still do all that stuff, but it's less of a migraine. Like, you can have fun with it. Anybody can pick it up and have fun with it. But it really does pay off if you try and act like you know what you're doing.
Well, I mean, usually Roblox game, it seems pretty, I don't know what the right word is, cut and dry, simple.
Yeah, that's the perfect word. It is quite simple, and it's quite child-friendly in nature.
Yeah, because I remember seeing the footage that you sent to me last time, and it looked like the cool little system that you had was like the echoing effect. Like when you shoot something indoors, like it actually sounds like it bounces off the walls. It's so loud. Like, I think that's actually a pretty cool feature.
Yeah, that's with the engine. I just kind of buffed it up a bit.
Buffed it up. Interesting.
The one thing that we're kind of scared about using the Roblox engine is it is targeted more towards children, and we're kind of scared that Roblox won't like that, the whole blood and gore system.
Oh yeah, that's right. You have featured a blood and gore system, huh? Forgot about that.
If you get shot and you're standing beside a wall, like, the blood will spray at the wall, and if there's someone standing behind them, then the blood will go on your screen. Like, I don't know how Roblox is gonna take to that.
I don't imagine it's gonna be too kindly.
I don't know. They haven't put any action against it, and they haven't put any action against the standard issue, so I don't really see them caring all too much.
Is there gonna be like any vehicles at all?
Probably as props, but for the maps, but no, probably not. The game is like very close quarters.
Close quarters combat then? Nice.
Yeah.
Your buddy here is saying that there's gonna be death screams that are gonna be very surreal and intense.
Yeah, like, it's very immersive right now. Like, you hear your buddy go down behind you and they let off a yelp. It's quite surreal. If I may add, there is also a in-game talking system. So if you press T and you scroll, you can select from different voice lines you can use.
Is this gonna be team-based?
Yeah.
Just co-op or PvP or what?
The game's most likely going to be PvP, but it will balance the teams in a way that one team will be better equipped but will have less players on it. So say the police will have a smaller team but have a lot better weaponry and armor.
Interesting. What type of game modes?
Well, like I said, it's scenario based, so like rescue a target, or you have to take out a target, or you just like have to save all the civilians kind of thing.
What about your friend here? Does he have any experience at all?
Yeah, he's actually, I forgot to add this, but we're also in another dev team for a Roblox game, but I'll just recite what he says. He's done most of the modeling so far. He says he's passionate with what he does, but of course it's a struggle to use the engine sometimes.
Well, I mean, with any game that you decide to, make, it's obviously going to be a big struggle.
Yeah.
Trying to get an engine to actually work properly. It's interesting. I just find it interesting that, I would think how versatile the ROBLOX engine is, it'd be a lot more easier, but it seems as if you guys are also struggling with, your own particular engine. It's always a struggle all around, it seems.
Yeah, it's a big learning curve going from messing around with just Roblox to actually adding on an intricate, engine on top of that. I must also add, I don't know if I should be saying this, but I'm gonna, we have a section in the current map that's showing off everybody that's made the game possible, and there is a Easter egg for you somewhere in the map.
How big are your maps going to be?
That's a good question. Think of it this way, there will be target, and then all around it there will be dead space, say it's like an Afghan compound or something, for instance. We'd have the building and the area you enter from, and then all around it will probably just be a city street or other buildings, unenterable buildings.
I find it very interesting because for a big block figure, it's going to be easy to see them, right? If you're trying to lean in, it's gonna be a big hitbox, I would think, right?
Not really. You don't.
Not really. I haven't played it. I'm just saying that it just seems like it would be a big hitbox right there. You see a big block coming in through the door. I don't know. It's gonna be interesting when I try it out. I'm just saying.
You can't really understand how it feels or how it would look until you actually give it a shot for yourself.
Yeah.
It is a learning curve at first, trying to get used to how the guns work.
Thinking that the shoulder would be extremely big when it comes around the corner. You could just nick you in the shoulder. Something like that.
Well, you're holding your gun after all, so it doesn't really show unless you're peeking around the corner and your gun is visible.
Yeah, I'd have to see that though, because I haven't played it. I'm not going to judge it until then. I'm just saying.
Yeah, like I said at first, we can. Right now, there's the first wave of people playing, and they're quite toxic, if I must say. I hopped into a few games and people are just shooting everywhere. So if you really want to, I could set up a private server for us.
Maybe, yeah. Once I fix my PC, but yeah. So that about marks the end of this interview. Go ahead and give the people a reason to try out this game. You have the floor.
I believe that we're doing something good here, and I believe that Roblox needs more games like this, and not really many people have the guts to, because there is still that risk of you getting in trouble by them for making such a brutal and surreal game. But I do believe that people that are willing to take the risk are people that should be out there right now, you know? Anyways, our game is available on Roblox right now. The game link will probably be in DueRag's description, so check it out.
That was Breach. What are your thoughts? Did you like it? If you enjoyed the video and would like to see me do more interviews, be sure to subscribe to the channel, ding the bell, like the video, and share the video. If you really want to help me out, send $2 to my Patreon. I always find it fascinating when I get to meet developers and see what goes on behind the scenes. But yeah, with that being said, I want to thank everybody for coming out to watch, and I guess I'll catch you in the next one. Bye-bye.